Well, you know what, Ilana, we'll leave it up to Stuart Kirton this morning to give us all those yoga terminologies, because that's exactly what we're going to be doing on this Monday morning. Seasons are changing. It means we're going into winter, so we're going to focus on some yoga moves that will get us ready for the new season ahead. Stuart, great to have you back on Expresso.
Thanks, Zoe. Thanks for having me back. It's great to be here.
Thank you. So we're going to warm things up this morning.
Yes, we are. We are going to warm things up, but in a way, we're also preparing our body for winter. With all the colds and flu bugs floating around at the moment, we want to give ourselves the best opportunity to boost our immune system and prevent getting any of the silly little bugs that we don't want.
Okay, cool.
So the best way to go about it is really stimulating lymphatic drainage, and the way to do this is get your head below your heart.
Okay.
Also very calming for the nervous system. First of all, in simple forward bend, you can bend the knees as much as you need to here. I suggest binding your middle index and thumb fingers onto the big toe, so these three fingers onto the big toe. Then when you inhale, just lift your chest to lengthen the hamstrings and spine. Can you feel that?
Yes, I can.
And then drawing the belly in, you're going to fold down. Now the key to these postures, as simple as they look, is to make sure that you spend a little time in them to help stimulate the lymphatic drainage. From here, you're going to keep the chin slightly tucked, relax the shoulders, always having relaxed shoulders, and work on really pressing the feet down as you lengthen the backs of the legs. Now taking a few moments here, when you feel like you've had enough and you've actually relaxed in the posture, you can walk your way into a downward dog, simply by taking your hands out ahead of you, shoulder width apart. Take your feet slightly back, hip width apart. So you've got nice even lines with your legs and your arms.
Yes.
Now pressing your chest towards your shins, feel the heels push down. And I'm sure you're feeling that little bit of stiffness you're talking about earlier in the hamstrings right now.
Yes, I'm very stiff from this weekend's exercises.
And this is a really wonderful posture. It's very calming. In the beginning it feels quite tough though, because the shoulders take a lot of weight. But I promise you, just stick to it. Push the heels down and remember to breathe and relax.
You really get a good stretch from the downward dog.
Yeah, it is. It's a full body stretch. It's known as the great balancer of the body. Now we're going to take that stretch a little bit deeper, still focus on the upside down inversion postures. I want you to walk your feet towards your hands, and then keeping your hands towards the ground. Take your feet quite wide. You want about a leg's distance, one of your legs distance between your feet. Maybe for today's purposes, grab the outsides of your feet or your ankles. Look up, inhale. So you re-lengthen the spine, and then fold it back down. Now here you simply just grab your deepest spine that you can, push off the feet and lift up into the navel. You can bend the knees a little bit if you're taking strain. From here you take another 3 to 4 minutes if you can, really allow the spine to begin to relax. And then when you want to come out, you just place your hands down to support yourself, swivel your feet back together about hip width apart with the knees bent, chin tucked, and unravel up the back spine. And that's a very simple way to begin to feel all the fresh oxygen in the brain and wake up in the morning.
Oh, that was a great wake up. Listen, Stuart, it's great to have you in studio.
Thanks.
He's from Yo Yoga, and in fact, he's going to be back a little bit later to show us how to beat the winter doing some yoga this morning. But it's now time for us to move on over to your Expresso Amped, and Graham has those details.